Eti Muhammadu Buhari kra say ansa no ba president no the Olusegun Obasanjo akokɔ
yeah.
Yes, in Nigeria fokuta sa presidents no omo de nsem ni bi akokɔ.
Okay.
Eti yenso ye betimi awaye ni na ye de susu ye de hu. Abwa ema court e decide. Ti nsem ni bi wona se NC wo Ghana na bi e si wo ye common law state bi anase nkokɔ akofuturo bi so a court timi ye e de ye nsa na ho. No mo so de bua omo de no. Eti nya bi e kekere court no. Na emum e persuasive e betimi ama court no e decide.
Okay.
It could a lot of authorities, but I wish the principle in these authorities, no, vis-a-vis somewhere that court anymore. Now we should want no passing the name can't ya. The easy lawyer sorry or the 3 minutes pay. Open it to Kasasa bed on your back.
No Kasasa
3 minutes. As some more kind of CI 16. And then near can say any mom you know. Whether there have been error in law, allocation, a miscarriage of justice, and a medical training, and I say evidence be on my name better court anymore. And but we show you a tattoo in some canal. On far any evidence be a mood group here ever sacra that is not you know. Aba, and maybe muzono. On sign and tray and rapporting be a. Court no mo rule no mabuso no mabuna nimtia enu ntino ama miscarriage of justice biaba on tremble bia o the character order 22 say o the Supreme Court for and some more can number so much say any CI 19 no one way or the other no a repeatedly or than 22
no
they haven't said that. All that they are saying is they are unable to apply.
Okay, but Nana B, my is a question more. But I thought say na more apply the CI 99 vis-a-vis the other CI concurrently and ubetumi to others ni BFIA and the battery point.
Strictly that order 22 there a high court rules. CI 99 is specifically made for presidential elections.
Okay.
Specifically made. Marital do appear upon on a demon society. NDC for time. And no team Zambra. That is what I can say.
And any bearing be our way so. Okay.
No, say Empocrano and Wabena a court no epe. Don't forget, say, any character says interrogatory and yet the discretionary power. A discretion is a court in a pair. And no jitum. Court in a share and yama bear miensa and maybe you wouldn't and to usher almost no more the buyer nature and yama miensa so. But almost a relevant, almost a question, no, and relevant. And the relevancy issue by more. And secondly, issues in contention. And yama yet more davre. Something for you know, a boyana. And I'm miensa, almost a lay. Some say you did see I 99 bench, you know, they are unable to apply that rule. I don't know NDC for name Mr. Chachi almost Papa son say another uncle for the Busse 2013 year the man and the other now former president Muhammad here trying to create a certain impression. You say and then Muhammad the pen someone.
Yeah, the one that caught in the case man in Buboding now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't personalize this issue. It's very, very unfair. Because
no, but Obibeka said was that personalization because the evidence in it said the petitioner in the 2012-2013 election petition, His Excellency Nanado.
Me a young lawyer, a friend of mine said, I was even astonished. Said the seniors are mobile. He makes his arguments because Obiano say Supreme Court they are not bound by their earlier decisions. They are not bound by precedents. They can always change. Almost times in the 2013. Now, a name will be dominant. Now, so almost now almost to me grant or granted. Then one says almost guarantee you need to know. Also, Neomu. But so what Supreme Court decisions are a year or say Emma Court of Appeal, a year or say Emma High Court, and all the other lower courts. But Supreme Court today, Omona Diomo, Obianim, and a Biamusono, say Oshia and Nameso presidential petitioner, CI 16, and they are such a I'm number CI 99. A provisions need be from any DB council as I come home, and about CI 99.
Yeah.
This will be making an argument now. I find it ridiculous.
Okay, Nanabi, the issues in him exactly. Yeah. Number see who and what is likely to happen.
Yes.
And then court.
And what you know, it's Casatin in an oku say and penny phone queen in an anti open crew. To move you know. Now your credit is a be or move the city. I'm Yakura. A yellow street, but almost in Yam
yeah,
no do Yamra court. Now, mobile court and petitioners, no more dancer for no more prepare. Since he did video must see that.
Okay,
in your course,
okay. And likely, and
my main far,
yeah,
was feed so. Name saw your lawyer for mobile Juma pa, my mama basso. A year lawyer Kutu Ampound, lawyer Frank Davis, lawyer Dapado, lawyer Sheila Mincapremo. Lawyer Koku Esifi, lawyer Yapopon, lawyer Victoria Bath, and lawyer Bright Ochi Etukum, and a doctor Ernest Ugusu Dapa, lawyer, Omobo Jumayipa, and Yamisha.
Yamini and I'll be as from drink count. Why? Young phones, he said, I will back up.
I will make me jump in there.
Great.
I must study.
Yamini,
I should be saying no more.
Right. And I be Maminga, why? As from drink count, we wish you well. I was here for Henry and I am watching, and I'll tell you, the National Youth Organizer, the New Patriotic Party, or one of the spokespersons, the second respondent, His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, an election petitioner, John Dramani Mahama, Excellency, that's the flag bearer of the NDC, the Akodan Court. In the end, the witnesses, more. Indeed, former president, and the petition, witnesses, our bomb, Johnson, as you're doing Katia, General Secretary, the NDC, and Dr. Bessa White. And your mom wine and your best friend first. A high Adom 106.3 FM. Your bombarding say the petitioners is almost spokesperson, you bring your Nipa Bakuni and Natrichin Common. Was your 10 minutes after 7. Thank God it's Friday. Atongo Zimba with this one. No beer in heaven. We are burning there. Anyway, good morning. Watching with video to I'm Yasum Jenka Wuti Adom 106.3 FM. Dwaso Nsem Jumedie. And also go so Wuti. Abusia Ensro and you boy the messing up Bobio. got me Jaguma and Grofos and dear sending me messages. Young Kwahamason Afe and lawyer Edrichi Tamaklo, one of the spokespersons, the petitioner, John Dramani Mahama in the election 2020 court case, you know. Yeah, you know, and to drink about lawyer Tamaklo to make us some drink out. Wait, Yabi Abokwana Bay.
Obadi another Roma.
And about Yassi, at the party, yeah, sure, sir. Meet your lawyer, now can be.
I make I say Adom big.
Yamanehine, Adom Nasuni Atiwa.
Okay.
Yamanehine. Minimum more prepare for court and I'll pay.
Okay.
Great. And then more court, what is likely to happen?
Yo, one will say, and no, of course, no more directions. So, and then Yami Adoma. Yeah, first witness, every month the witness box. Into barring anything unforeseen, and then you witness most likely the mosquito. Every month the witness box. Ordinarily, with the Evidence Act, see Yamano, Emma the FN on the evidence in chief, and then if you believe in a man, can a new master or can a new master we are. Na court na ma the lawyers for EC and in another opportunities there almost to tune the new master. Yeah, we are the re-examination if you are na Mr. Shikata. But court na ma ya filed the friend witness statement did that into your court and then the Mr. Shikata be understand Obama now adopted as the evidence in chief. If we are the next step and the cross examination.
Wait, me assure say instead of my file witness statement, you know, the at least you bet me I can. They are much sure in the witness statement, Anna.
Oh, that be sent is for the court. I'm not permitted to put my witness in evidence on radio.
Okay, so. Metewasidi and Johnson is doing get here na first. The petitioner's lawyers had to Todano
the respondent
or the respondent had to Todano. Now I feel more bisano 1 or 2 questions. Then at the end of the day, second witness so obekomwene.
It depends on the cross examination. Such as
okay.
Ebia is the lawyer. The extent of the cross examination. Yeah, I must put a witness statement, and here one paragraph, a dozen, over several paragraphs of testimony.
Okay.
So it may take a while. One will say the nature of these proceedings, could be some questions on there typing.
Yeah.
Into and no bit maybe a bit of delay. Crowd about. So we are in Mr. Kotampa and so they have a bite.
Okay. And in the election petition, but 2 witnesses penna Momefre.
Yes, as it stands now, unless it becomes necessary. But for now, we have 2 witness statements before the court.
Okay, but initially, now more thinking about 5 witnesses, Anna.
Yes, for the when I need a file petition, we anticipated, but almost filing or more answers, most of the issues appeared admitted and others. And our oceans were, and the Chicata and my court will say, your survey request to admit fact on the issues within 14 days for a response. 14 days, no. I'll be checked. By law, it is deemed admitted.
Okay, now response and Abba.
That be anything I make said by law, no.
Okay.
One response there, it is deemed admitted.
Okay. Great.
So that's also a piece of evidence.
So a kobase beyond the 2 witnesses, mube here additional ones are court be mamo kwine. Say more the additional ones back.
you can always take leave of the court to do something that will aid the justice of the case. But at this time, no, it is not a strategy. Yeah, I discussed it as a thing. No.
Okay. So at least you are sure said the two witnesses and be enough.
In terms of how we intend to build our case. Remember, sir, we'll also have the opportunity of cross-examination. And in cross-examination, that's also an opportunity to put across your case.
Great. Now, you should of course the review application, the course, Boyamania. How was it?
What's my bonnet? I did the baby, depending on our stamina, but damage to make us so. Nana was too well.
But wait there, I am ranting and you'll be assumed. Obechim, and Sana Timiato be assumed.
The Ecoban is there, okay, on the 12th, they filed a motion to administer some questions on the chairperson of the Electoral Commission. Application, on the 19th, court number ruling on it. Our court, among other things, has to, one, the questions are not relevant to the critical issues at stake.
Yeah.
Two, that they are bound to comply strictly with CR 99. And for that matter, they cannot apply Order 22 of CI 47, among other things. In here, file a review. Now, Kayano, movie the first application to enable us to file a supplement.
Yeah.
And yes, I say several instances are court Nankasa, even in the review application.
Yeah.
The list in the Republic allow for a supplementary statement of case to be filed. And so it wasn't a novelty. Yes, I say instances where even in an appeal before the Supreme Court itself, they have given lawyers the opportunity to file supplement. In the issue, to say, even in the exercise of its original jurisdiction to interpret and enforce the Constitution, they have allowed for supplement to be filed. In Tokaya, even in the voter ID card issue now, almost the same panel in our Etna. There was the opportunity offered the Electoral Commission, to file a supplementary legal argument on why the card ought to be excluded. So we gave all these instances, but in the wisdom of the court, they felt, in fact, the court said, even in the one involving the review, the list, almost say they did that because it has to do with the liberty of an individual, among other things. So they did refuse the request to file the supplement.
Okay.
And now, so we should move the review application itself. Now, the court reasoning in dismissing, and it's that you meet the threshold for review.
And what is the threshold?
Almost the issue about miscarriage of justice, the issue of APR. There was something that the court didn't know, or the parties didn't know for which reason. But the court itself, in several of the cases where it has reviewed its own decision, has said that what amount to exceptional circumstance is not exhaustive. But what you must say, saying yes, exhaustive. It is not limited to only those two. The scope is expansive. And that is why in many other cases, the court found it necessary to review its decision. But as it stands now, the court took the view that those two thresholds were numbered and therefore proceeded to dismiss the application for review.
Okay.
Now, OSHA, and some interaction happened between my senior, Mr. Chikata, and some of their law justices. In fact, Okaya, he even brought a book, one of them, a Troy. Okaya, yeah, my professor, Mensa Bonsu, or your friend, your friend, your mother. We cried, you be my friend and grandmother, because or said, me boss idea. And I may boss a better idea. So she qualifies to be a grandmother in the proper sense of the word. Okay. In fact, you're very close to me boss cry. But the most important thing is Obisa, Mr. Chikata. So, Mr. Chikata, can this question be asked during cross-examination?
Exactly.
During the last hearings, Mr. Kutuampa also raised the same issue. Mr. Chikata and my court, say, having ruled, say, those questions are not relevant. How can, quote unquote, a relevant question be asked during cross-examination? Because the rule of evidence, let me say.
Okay, Dwaso.
The rule of evidence is there. Who be some question? That question is irrelevant. An objection will be taken. And once an objection is taken on the question of relevancy, it is enough for the question to be disallowed.
But Lawyer Tamaklo, in law and in your practice, has there been any time you really some questions out or interrogatories out and that later in cross-examination?
Who will be that?
They've been see that in your practice and in law.
Okay, Mr. Chikata cited the Nigerian case.
Yeah.
Emra Yaradua Beye president. Ubaka at the no-call FLA petition against him. And there was an attempt to administer some 27 questions. We know 21. In that case, no 27. Yeah, they need 12. In that case, no 27 questions. Now, when the attempt was made, it was resisted. A call right the Nigerian Supreme Court. And Mr. Chikata read out the ruling of the Nigerian Supreme Court.
So,
I mean, it's a matter of public record.
Yeah.
That the issues of interrogatory go to the fair hearing of the case. And that a person denied the opportunity to administer interrogatory has been denied the right to fair hearing.
And to me, it means Nyadia Mube Bisa those questions once it has been ruled.
No, the American is there. Even if you attempt to do it, effectively, the respondents have been armed with the ruling of the Supreme Court declaring those questions as.
But is it also in the discretion of the judges, say, on Becca, say, well, even though you really, but still, let the...
Would the court not come across as being inconsistent?
Okay. Well, let's see. So now that it has been ruled out, not just I know the Anyadia Ebebembio, but it means we're not going to hear of those questions. And I still go ahead for that objection to be raised and see what the court will do.
Let's see how it pans out once J. Mensa mounts the witness box.
And as well, Lawyer Tamakulu, we wish you well. Why?
Thank you. Take care.
Right. I was here for Lawyer Eduji Tamaklo, one of the spokespersons for the petitioner John Dramani Mahama. It's here now. Do a video to It's about 26 minutes after 7. A high Adom 106.3 FM. Dwaso Nsem Jumadie and the Debra way. Meaning the Asempa ABY Atenasi or Penyum way. My member man and Afe Fiasie. 28 minutes after 7. Okoso Numbia Nunameka will say, the 2nd of April 2021. Anytime I will be call MTN Momo agent to be our acquire transaction, but more than never will national ID card kutafako. And who be here, a bebuao, so the bay I'll be to me a koswa. I will transaction a very safe and secure way. A bambontia. And to me, Patrol Shannon, so 2nd of April 2021. Anytime I will be call MTN Momo agent to be a home with the national ID card Bekuta. Living in the world, my brother. Some are really gonna love you, and some are really gonna hate you. Yeah, we know that there is no beer. That is why we be drinking all the beer. Me kai pass them right in primary school. No, what top and for front. No, I throw din what papers. So now they are share home. Once mature, because yes, and Banesha, we are as a macho. Now, man, for we are there, no more you paper and if you might watch it. Oh, my goodness, I are some more. As I now in pen, I use so if it is in here, you use a pen, I be pim summary. I'm talking about big. Big, the Obia used to be paying. If we say a penna, a quayepa, Obia Jitum's a big idea, yeah. Or the tradi and need that. There is no beer. Patroshan and some mammy say, we be drinking. Oko top big, I one pack, you know. Once a crack to a be farm home, but more than a church, so be who number be. Patrol pick is our number, no text at the call 1393. Text the number no FACO, that secret code FACO 1393 1393. Achadian pim now bet me a winnie binny the electrical appliances, mobile phones, gift vouchers. Meaning I can home be will be winning. But your promotion way 31st of January, baby, and to Unyanya, Bombardina Koya, for the Dwana, and a winnie actually and Pim. Open more details and Ancho more. A can be a phrase 0248 311 798 0248 311 798.
Jim FM. Jim FM 106.3.
Only God can stop us now.
106.3 FM. Jim FM.
And Father, you will me pepper. Now, much a branch a match de day. A jam a pen of broth, and a 5 penny won't me, and Ben was them. Broken promises, a branch a match de day, a dufia dadia, and the two are relax. More modeshiato, and did more and more back on mortuary. Aqua modestia, a pen of crab bread. More dear too many. I can't say Yamiasum Jane Camo Yamibaya. Maybe I want him as well. And then Mumshan and Somami, the Ghana Revenue Authority, SA. Yankaka Jimako, I'm a register for VAT, NHIL, Get Fund. And of course, communication service tax, you know. Me bacho returns and emraso will say mobekwa file it. And to when you submit it, would the ashen and so mame. Say a nefia that the 29th of January ended the last day. And if you patch one file and it's just a penalties a hold on eba. One more file VAT NHI or get fund levy. And the communication service tax returns, you know. One filing in tema penalty betcho. Penalty, you know, 500 Ghana cedis after ene. And if you draw there, coin there be a better to be at 10 Ghana cedis. The batcho bet ya. For communication service tax operators, you know, batcho late filing, no, and no penalty in 2,000 Ghana cedis. And what you know, there be a better to be a 500 Ghana cedis. And it will because it's here filing. And then last working day of the month, but you go and file it. Why? Say the bear avoid the penalty. Over to me, I contact the Ghana Revenue Authority via email. I'm email near info@gra.gov.gh. info@gra.gov.gh. Let me say WhatsApp or more. It was 055-299-0000. Mrs. Udiabio 055-299-0000. From a toll free number 0800-900-102. I was here for a Kuyabuachua Yadom Atanasi, ABY, Menkonua, ABY, I some drink out.
And consequently,
Maybe Aboquano pay.
Adom 106.3.
Great, you're the body I say.
Yala so the animal.
O Conroe need the ultimate peppermint Mudaho, Yamiasum drink out. And I know when your friend of Conroe.
Where your Conroe?
Ah, sir.
Conroe be an anything.
Auntie, where then your friend
a boy.
A boy.
A boy.
Sir.
So find them.
Oh, okay, a boy. Oh, okay, a boy.
You be said, being back at us about could be a back. Yes, I'm some saying, Gary, you know. And I fried rice is room.
Sir, and only a day.
I did be near me, womb Dawson. As a fried rice.
Are you out 5 DNB?
Oh, there be. Only the end of fried rice cry understatement.
The end the area there.
The West. The peasant for
Oh. Jim FM.
What that bongo siagum.
And then I said, Wabongo, you can say, I say. Touch me,
there is a cacao dinner, the Seattle dinner.
Every can be a friend, so maybe we enjoy the coin, and just say, we need speed be on the coin, will be as a wager, so maybe. Why change you to the boy ending? I asked him, one new friend.
Everyone, and the Democrats are the other one. Yeah, Mensambay, Mammy Home Filler, I'm saying.
COVID-19 no one.
Yeah.
Asem we COVID-19 sha CSA ba no. Na amanfo ka so say anhwe ye nya te se wunya bia. Wa hwe ye wuntumi ngo be ma abedobna da amanfo betumi ka nya duru ho.
Oh, amosusu munehuna en.
Anya hunehuna o.
O say.
Anya hunehuna ti.
Ade chiwa ku ayi. Ah.
Hwe COVID-19 ni sunsun so na sempe.
O say.
Se Who you be a when you dear chile?
Jim FM.
Susan no Dawson.
To say.
Ebinya dream we are dear. Ebimunya dream we are dear.
Don't be a war, Yari Dada.
Na dream no, yes, why I dada. A very sound person. After COVID-19, no. Ebinya dream we are dear.
Wow.
And no. Almost almost so research. I would run more but a biso on more. One cassa, ye won't nipper be on more. Ye knew a man cassa to me say, oh, problems a woman. And I near to sum ye no, will be so any a ye remo near be what I say, you know. Yeah. What Chessa was in the one I'm saying no. So I don't say to send you one of power. As you shall only be no. And now what you so mamma the end will be told just say, we know. Difference with impotence. Impotence, the NHS say Mudru as no impotence, I know she's into a mechanical almost was so man can say. Would you end the end sorry be more there be as some name like a more there be. me boss I was saying any queer person.
Na tiasi was ade na ze.
Yeah, it is when you were there. Did you
Adom na okay. Tiasi was ade na bi.
Eti say aye hu. When say Dr. Justice Nsem de no kan ye no. Wo no kan so impotence. Wan hwe ya. Wo be man ko joto. Ntimi sori bio enra nopa na Dr. Frank Ankobia eso de betum se hwenya nunku o chese infertility eti mompe doctors no maye difference no
e dia asem kra ni
wo omo se ensunsanso no emu edu efi se unya COVID-19 no a omo se ne ye nie chese cells tissues no a e wo mema montohwe numu no na say wo de abushafo mfa nche ya no payo man kan say hwa no mu no yesi tissues na ewo mu no COVID-19 yade no affect no ne enti omo ka say chese nsunsanso no mu edu no ni
ne bua na mema no anya yese e ma de na
dabi
na de hanka ma de
ne say e ba adwi mu yade atumi ka oba tumi ka be ma
but momo de nde nka mo yi
dabi nde ma ye de eno so mo fa meka ho ne nhwe because asempa yade no ye hu sunsanso ni ye na ye didi agro eno say obi dia wo ye just like cold just like cold okay kan sa abrofo ne do te because obi ba emfa na metena wo fie na wo nka say kojoto na me is just like cold just like say any idea ma
I said jamu de be empire bo
say I bloody I bloody
mo de be empire bo say ja me be ye
ade na wo wie
o da bia wo say ja me ti ye bibia ya mtimi ye ya bane sa wo ye oba na jubia o don sa to so bompa ya be 3 hours
we just say find out ye
ya me be ye
say ya nye microphone nko ade a this say find ye trim dia this say find out ye say
so
so mpa bo e say ade na ye hu
na ye hu mom aye hu na ye hu
enkwada no kura so de no abamu no na dispatch de ne bana ayinu no headline kese na say Uncle Benes ni hiana papa dia boy ni
na be why COVID na aye hu pa
se mema no Ghana mema afedi amonya hwe yi o wo a wotika mu sa bre ya wutie ya wa yu hwene ene wa no yesi wo be ma na ebewu wunya yade no abema na ebewu
be no so de
ebewu
enzi organize on be bo mo ho ban pa
na wo mo ban ya ade a ye ton ho aduro na afedi yesi aduro no be ka kora wunya aduro no nom kora empagya biem
asemo
dai condemn to grabu na sa asemo aba eti da wonkrata eni odi aba no na mpanimfo so se wo oboa eti no Ghana Health Service mpanimfo sen say testing aboye for COVID-19 no is free woko aban lab bia na aboya tieni yo aban lab mu enye private ones no baby a aban ensa hyase no woko ho na ye COVID-19 test no a ye charge ye nye ohwe wo so mpese o mo encourage na amanfo tumi ko no omokoye test no because they say yade no asammani mu so ya sempanimfo anhwa nsomu yi a eniema ebetumi age ensemu eti the Ghanaian Observer also ne de ye ode eba anopai eno no na the Ghanaian Times so emu Ghana Education Service mpanimfo na eba no ho ba se wo yo ba ta na wo do ba ko school a emohu omusi mbohu kura esu ode niema gu akwan bon kwada no ho ba den se enkwada no yade no won titi bi ensra eti wunya Ghanaian Times a enu wom na asempa matai no
in fact sasem no won ye nhwe ne ye se emma na mumbohu a na chese omudu school ho a omu hu nioma e chese nkola na ye bom ho ba ansa na omumbohu ba wo be ka ne trase me ye mbohu ni akodu school ho na hwi ni ho e chese ye bom nkola no ba wo se me ye mbohu eno ni asem no because schools wo kohwe obedu schools wo Veronica Bucket abasoi ebi si wo na nkola na ohro omonsa ebi si wo kra na eye baako na nkola ni nyina na nkola so de nyo teacher ni bia nje onu akase mombra one by one omo nyina akogusu mame hro menza mepe ya ma break mame nya ne first ko public schools ko hwe de bia me kan public schools de na emobo ebi why eya reho eya mobo
omo ma ye hu hyehyeye pa omo de ye adwuma because enra parent be reporter or the ma me say ne bano nkoko school first nanka e bi ompon be 2 was say bebo be 11 12 no near the bana san abre no say say me wo imagine full payment of fees
cut time men or about time
also so the no call anopai be 7 and more 11 12 na ye nesika ma ba say COVID-19 ti
a private school omudi kan ni omo yes an hye no
bi niama chese waye we
me nim denti a private schools ni bi to me fa bomb bo said the omo pe na omo ye a private school there money awofo no etenase me kai me ba
because wagin full payment ne say fees no bomba ye kra ni increment aba eti say changes bi aba e was so many penny enti ye bese
no moti ase ansana
say ye bekwa anopa na awia no a omoma ye hu because send ye be ye na nkwada no mo bo ho so nti no na another suggestion e ba ni say yen ma om nkwa anopa ni awia no
because
be ye year
onim omo fanya sa kwan so age extra sika onim bi entia because awofo ni bi wo a papa ni maami ni nyina ye adwuma enti omo de nkola ni ko school omo nim say bia akola no be pon 2 enti e bia na papa arahye aba be fa akola na na se maami afa aba 11 na wodi na ba no na chese obi ani fie and ubo say school no and ubo say school no on betimi aka say oh after 11 o de ye betimi ahwe na ma but extra sika zongo enti nyanza kwan so na mo fa
omani enko ho ene empanimfo eda ankrankra suku ano no mo omani enko wo no mo emaye papa ese ne eba no nyade se ede na kwasi yansam na COVID-19 mu kwamfa no chia ba ya asabia enie empanimfo se nkwada maako dubaako ana COVID-19 wa test positive ewo kwamfa no chia ya asabia
ayasemu
nkwada 11 ena nansane no omumu baako awu ena ne mate ne sa ye 2
and even cry benya ntie say 11 day old akola ya wo no totofe wedi dadu baako ono so nya covid
eti empanimfo eda ya sabia na no Professor Samson entwi and wodi atudwa say awofo no akane na moka ne so yese nkwada ne de wonum immunity no efa yade ne ho ne wosoro wo immune system no yade ne ntumi ne papa mugya nkwada ne gu mu no wo mo se yese wo kodwa so se wo kwadwuma akwada ne wo se wo hu se ena no pai me ba ne sode a hain wo fa ofiri suku a hin wo kro sabo am wani anko oba ne ho a wo ye adwuma bewie na sika no ne ode behwe ni ho
ya samo
ese kwasi wonam anopa na wo ba enkwada no ko suku no a mask na nhye wo mu
dabi ebi why dabi
na no kra de oba tamba ko ne ba no ono enhye ne ba no so no waso ne ba ne nsa eti me ye ya me ye se ya me hwe na wayi ne ba no so ayi ne de na obi ehye
I won't say I dear no the other time me gina traffic him on hawkers no motor no do na nse and I'm bisa me fra brand here baako
you to no smash pro nse bi
me fra brand na me si ade na mo nse say boss wotiri mo edin sa nti awie ya ye gina so yi me she nose mask mfia no pangina awie mu saa unu ya be ma ne mi aka ma yesa o kan say ebiwa nanka mpa ka chense yare ni nti wo de ehye but me dwen wana me se dia brand yi ken so nkanyansa wo mu
nyansa bi anim
me se nkanyansa wo mu
enka bia nhye ho nyansa ni
dabi ebiwa wonim de ntia de nti ne se me gina ho din nam se no abrantie me interrogate ne feda na me friend no nam se onua me nua be ma ne wo fanisa shema me na nya de abewu o se bra ma me gansa me nkyerɛw sister baako share no ha and 3 hours so twahwe me ma no so de ne ko hospital me mbe share na me homente me gina wiem o kan na me tena me kemu na me koi me ko na me go so dwen ho enti me ya me do maybe me namfo bo na me se chale some guy talk something for traffic I still they think about them enti my drink share ne say Ase chale sa nkrofo nde o yese wudi o machi a chale ja o mo bra na wo ko ka bia o be 10 person
ye kan say ja o mo bra ye ni omo na ti na ye hu
exactly
wo de wo car wo traffic no unya gina mu safe
yeah
wono waba be gina ho aso handle
waba
waso handle no e de ade kura wo ton no e gina ho o chale tobi o ye say wunim wo ko ye handle na so mu na wo be so wo si wo ye dan yo wo be so eti si e ka se ja omo bra nye omo nko abra wo se yade we no ye frɛ no yonko da no da se nipa ba ko ye se me protect me ho me jeja me ho a kwasi asem mum na hwehwemu bi so aba ha wo mo se enwumanwuma mu no se yade no kosoro enwumanwuma mu no yade na san ama ne hom ne so dendenden eti Dr. Patrick Kuma say ebeye a en company for enhwe sa meetings bebrebe nu a ye ni nwuma mu no ede utumi ye meeting be 10
ayasemo
yesi muntwa so muntwa meeting bebrebe no so tinton time
entwa so na beboa
so meeting kakra bi meeting kakra bi meeting yesi munya meeting
na meetings ne bi wa ya meetings ne bi wa ya na sitting allowance wo ho ntino
sitting allowance
and na ya omo baby
sitting 180 million eju de kwaji ala wa kakra na hwe ade
ayasemo
meeting pause for commercial
everybody
yes on pause
as there obo video o team no
9 we graphic na mken graphic kind of brofo graphic mami page no page 13
obi ago kai me
24 amode da nyuma no
o ze abi why
mo ze free dede graphic
asemo
e won kwesi we bia free Patrick Kuma honomo doctor ne honomo any free and I define that so aba na define that there wono ene court no mu ene woti esiye wose mampani dada John Dramani Mahama na lawyer fo abo gina mu edi amano no enra ba bia na nko opim ko se niema betumi akwa ama wo no wantumi anuru ho wose nei ene ye hwe se mpanimfo be hya setena na se eti ne nipa miensa mampani dada John Dramani Mahama ena anti Jemensa isi chairperson ena na adodanko akufuado enei court ho no mo adansefo e be frɛ wo no ene ewu nipa kroba ya no wasem wo de atudwa kwasi ye mfansi wo hu
ya mene hene hai ya de besi na afei ya de besi abisi am kwa bad makenkai mo messages no tampon munyina Lina Thomas munyina me home messages no Bismarck wo so montwa me twa me ho aba isia me ba makenkai mo messages na mama.
It's time to believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, yeah. Believe it, you can achieve. Puma, oh yeah. Clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the place on fire. Oh yeah, come alive. Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon. This advertisement